Now you listen, Casey Gilmore. His hand shot out and jerked her arm back just as she was turning away. Didn't you learn anything from your father's accident? Even he let someone know where he was going. If Sam hadn't seen you ride out that way, I would never have known where you were. Whatever prompted you to try to take that injured calf away from his mother alone? In the first place, the calf was badly hurt. Her temper was slowly mounting and fighting back her initial trepidation, and in the second place, that cow was nowhere in sight when I first got there. For all I knew, it could have been a first-year calf, and in the third place... Casey wrenched her arm away from him. You don't have any right to tell me off. There was a breath of amusement in his voice and face at her sudden flare of temper. It frustrated her that he should find amusement in her anger. That's not the kind of language for a lady to use. I'm not a lady. I'm a prickle poppy, remember? She tilted her head back to gaze defiantly at the gray eyes under the mocking, lifted brows. I'm beginning to wonder what's behind those thorns of yours, he murmured. In one lithe, fluid movement, his hands captured her waist and drew her to him as his mouth settled possessively over hers. In angry resistance, her hands moved to his chest to push herself away. Then, the incredible warmth of his kiss swept through her, removing all thought of resistance, replacing it with an irresistible desire to respond. Casey felt her fingers curl into his shirt and the hard, muscular chest beneath it. A pulsating weakness spread through her body. She was drowning in a whirlpool of bliss, and she wanted to savor every moment of it. Part of her was shocked by the almost total physical response his kiss was generating. When his lips slowly lifted from hers, Casey was left in a state of supreme loss. She tried to swallow, to hold back the rising flood of breathlessness. His catalytic kiss had set off a fire, the flame of which was reflected in her eyes. I'd bet you've never kissed Smitty like that before. The words spoken by Flint's husky voice were like a pitcher of cold water to Casey. Why do you say that? Because if you had, you'd either be married or having an affair. The first I know isn't true. And those innocent eyes of yours tell me quite clearly that the second isn't true either. Casey stared up at his arrogantly sure eyes, feeling the shame that he should be able to know so completely about her. Oh, why did she have to react so wantonly to him? Her mind sobbed even as her eyes drank in the attractiveness of his face. You're lucky Smitty wasn't here to see what you just did, she retaliated. It takes two, Casey. Flint's gaze lazily rested on her still warm lips, softly swollen by his kiss.